Well, it's about, looks like 7:43. I've been talking back and forth between Billy the TN Reddick Hunter and Mr. Pesselman 1951 today, and finally got a chance to take a break from doing my daggone basement. I've been remodeling on it for about the last week or two, and haven't had a chance to get out looking at it for anything. And well, I did get out a little bit this morning. I had to make a run down the road and happened to pass by a cornfield I'd never seen turned over before. Walked in there for about 15 minutes, found a little broken tip and broken base and a little flake knife. But I figured since everybody else is putting up some crazy goofy stuff, I might as well do it too. Because the goofiest thing there is that right here. But anyhow, I'm sure you guys have all seen this here crazy, highly polished, goofy thing. Nobody seems to know what it is. I've heard all kinds of different things and stories about it, but well, it'll stay here for a while. And oops, Artie's falling over. I've got names for some of this stuff. One of the things that's always baffled me about some of these sites that I look, I come upon these rounded, highly polished stones. I mean, this one's really slick. Looks like a piece of granite. Don't know what in the world it was used for or anything else. But found that one. This one here's got a lot of pecking on it. Some polish. Got a little more polish on this side here. Looks like it got a couple of concretions of some sort in it. But basically about the same shape as that last piece. This one here, I don't know about it, but all these were found on campsites, but rather thin. Got some pecking on it, a lot of polish. That probably doesn't show up. Looks like I got something on my lens. Oh well, I keep going anyhow. But one of these sites that I look, it's got a few of these on it. Now I'm not sure what this is. I don't know if it don't feel any heavier than just a normal rock. But man, is this thing polished. Who knows what in the world it would have been used for. But the crazy thing is, look at this. This looks like something you would buy in a store to put in one of them fancy jars. Instead of a candle, you'd put, well, Lord only knows, rocks. But this thing's super polished. I know there was never a house around this area. I talked to a guy that lived there. Well, he was actually born in the house, and I think he's 80-something years old now. And it's across the road, probably a quarter mile away. But, oops, off the same site, here's another one. Super polished. I mean, you couldn't, it's going to be a few of them super polished in that. You couldn't get these things any shinier if you stuck them in a tumbler. But then you wind up with crazy looking stuff like this. I had a few of these, and hopefully I can get back down to the same creek I found this and pick up some more. I had some larger ones, but some kind of fossil. I don't know what it is. But the one field, well, several miles away from where I find the shiny rocks, I find all these little glass marbles out there. And don't know why. But somebody told me it had something to do with dove hunting. But I can't see you shooting a dove with a daggone marble. But anyhow, here's something I found down on the river a few years ago, close to our dig site. And looks like some type of shell pendant. But I was told that these larger holes in the center of them, they would put a colored rock or something like that in the middle of it. I'm not too sure if this one had anything like that. Don't look like it, but I wouldn't be able to tell you anyhow. Then I was just, I found this in one of the first fields I started hunting. And it's a big old hunk of mica. And this stuff here, you can take your fingernail and you can flake this doggone stuff off with your fingernail. And well, I can't really do it right now. It's trying to come off, but it won't do it. It's almost got a texture similar to a fish scale or something. When you peel it off, it's real thin. But I'm wondering if this may not be the same material that they made the mica mask and stuff out of. But I've never found the mask, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. Crazy Flint gave this here to me for a while back. And he knows I like to collect goofy looking stuff. I believe he said he found this on the river. But I call this my duck effigy. But it's kind of crazy looking. Then I pick up all kind of stupid stuff out there. Never know what you're gonna find. Find a minesweeping G.I. Joe. Or you can find Artie. Oops. He must be tired. Found Artie one day looking at a creek. Well, my girlfriend found him. Only a little part of his hip was showing. And she started calling me up through there and said she'd found something really nice and she didn't want to dig it out until I got there. And it kind of looked like, with the spots on it, it kind of looked like it might have been some type of piece of polished flint or chert or something. And here she didn't dig on it but about a second or two and wound up pulling out a horse. But she named him Artie for Artifact. And then, of course, everybody's seen Leroy the Stegosaurus in one of my videos. Found this crazy thing in a creek. It was laying on the bottom of the creek while I was fishing. Couldn't resist picking it up. It's probably about 7-8 inches long. Then I was talking to Crazy Flint the other day about some artifacts that I'm putting little pieces here and there back on, and said I'd been doing some work on a couple. I'm not finished with them just yet, but a little Hopewell here, well, about 3.25 inch Hopewell, was missing a tip, and I just thought it didn't deserve to look like that. So I decided to go ahead and work on it. Got it shaved down a little bit, but I'll get some color in it sooner or later. Then I just got this pine tree from a gentleman on YouTube, and it was missing an ear. Probably, I'd say 3/16 to 1/4 inch. If this thing will brighten up any, I don't know. It's hard to see it, but put that back on there. There we go, it lightened up a little bit. And I think if you watch my vids, you see me find that thieves out there at the boneyard, and it had broken tip, chip out of the base, 2 broken ears, and that's what she looks like now. But that does it a little more justice than what it looked like before. But I just wanted to put this vid on so everybody didn't think I deserted them, and haven't been out hunting much though. But as soon as I do, you can bet I'll be putting up some vids if I find anything. But well, I'm just about done with the basement though, and I'll be getting back out hunting. You can see some of the trim sticking out the back of the truck right there. So we'll be getting back with you soon. Hope y'all are doing good and finding a lot of good finds. I know Billy's killing them, and Pesselman's doing his own thing. Professor Pesselman, and everybody else out there, I hope you're having some good hunts. I enjoy watching your vids, and I'll be looking forward to the next ones. Alrighty. Have a good one. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.